What's going on, boys? Jesus, you don't understand the rush it has been to get back here. I need to fix my camera. Hang on a second, let me just make the audio come out the right place. Oh, boys. Jack, my man. Hang on a second, is the audio working? Yes, it is. Oh, my lord. You do not understand the half of it, my brother. Hello. What's going on, boys? Do we get to see the fight? You get to see the score, you get to see the scores on the doors, and you get to sit with some absolute living legends over here. You don't get to see the actual live fight, unfortunately. However, I will put a timer if you do want to join along. I'm just sorting the lighting out. I literally just got back home. Hence the little impromptu setup thing. Oh my god, there we go. Is everything good? Are we good to go? Oh my lord. Jesus, that took a bit of time. Wow, what's going on, boys? How are we all? Absolutely buzzing, I hope, because I am. I certainly am, that's for sure. As Dillian Whyte makes his way to the stage, you hear that famous howl. And of course, a bit of Back in Black. You cannot beat it. Come on, Jack. I told you I'd be back. And you're damn right I am. The Mac is back. Not quite the Mac, but... Hang on a second. Woo! Tyson 5th round. Let's get some scores on the doors. Are we feeling Tyson Fury? Or are we feeling Dillian Whyte? Or Frillian White Knickers, as he likes to call him. Oh, man. One second. Let's go, champ. Lower the camera a little bit. There we go. That should be good, right? That should be good. Like I say, I don't really move my camera around much, but because I've been out covering this other fight, I had to take my whole setup with me, so I had to reset everything up. Hence the little flush here. But, or rather flurry. But we're back now. We're good. We're ready to rumble. Oh, man, my light keeps messing up. But aside from that... Woo! Come on, who's feeling it? Wait, hang on a second. The chat isn't on the screen. Let me just fix the chat. Hey. I'm back in black. Bit hot in your room. I don't know about being a bit hot in my room. It certainly is. I'm hot in anticipation. Hot with anticipation. That's for sure. Here we go. Why do you ask, boy? Why do you ask? Vamos, carajo. Come on, boys. This is the moment we've been waiting for. This is it. I'm telling you, man, I can feel a sneaky little bit of an upset coming from Dillian Whyte. I just can. I don't think he'll win, But I think people are really underestimating him in this fight. I really do. I do think he's criminally underestimated. Here we go. Dillian Whyte. Fury round 6 KO. Woo! That's a hot one. That's a hot one for sure. Fury round 6. I think Fury will win. I think it'll be around 11. No, round 9. Round 9 KO. I think Whyte will drop him, though. I do think Whyte will drop him. 0-0 on the score. Let's go, lad. I know. I'm just going to sort that out for you now as well. Here comes Tyson Fury, though. The main man. The man everybody is here to see. Here we go. Oh, man. Look how electric it is over at Wembley Stadium. This is where you want to be. I'll listen to you, JT. No bets for now. Absolutely, mate. I would not recommend it unless you really know what you're doing. Here he comes, though. Here we go. I'm telling you, man. People are sleeping on Whyte. People are sleeping on Whyte. People are sleeping on Whyte. Oi, oi, Bob, my man, a.k.a. Golden Bolakinios. What's going on, brother? What's going on, lads? I told you I'd make it. It was an absolute rush and a half to get home. I was covering, like I said, I will have the content. Are you going to show it? Unfortunately, no, I cannot show it, mate. I'll get my ass destroyed by the government, and BT and Sky and anyone. Well, Sky aren't involved, BT, but anyone involved will come and absolutely take my ass to the cleaners, unfortunately. All right. My American Pie. Just trying to get the scoreboard up for you, boys. And bang, like that. Here he is. Tyson Fury. Got a couple of round 6s. Couple of round 6 KOs. Does anyone think this is going all the way for a decision? Some ones in the chat if you think this is going for a decision. I want to see some ones in the chat for a decision. Are you showing the fight? I can't show the fight, unfortunately, fella. Unfortunately, I cannot show the fight. Fight not being shown, only a watch along in that. I can't show the fight, unfortunately. I'll get my ass clocked down. But I'm here with you every step of the way. That's for sure. Oh, my lord. What's going on with my internet? Yo, 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 yo. That's not what we want to see. That's not what we want to see. Scoreboard. There we go. This is not the time for dodgy Wi-Fi. It is not the time for dodgy Wi-Fi. Indeed, it is the time for knockouts. Fury round 6. Another Fury round 6. What's going on with these Fury round 6s, man? What is going on with these round 6s? Alright, hang on a second. I got an idea here. Okay. All right, that's going to be the round, okay? That's the round. And then the timer is obviously as follows. All right. Bang, there we go. So we got the round there, we got the timer there. Hey, yo, Cliff Pepulsi. Don't know how to say that, don't know how to pronounce it, my man. How are you? Oh, man. Vamos, carajo. Let's get some ones in the chat. If you're feeling gassed, if you can feel the rhythm, you can feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's knockout time. Here he is. He certainly knows how to come out to a tune and a half. Look at those beautiful gloves. Coming out absolutely drip tip to toe in that English flag. As he said, England's biggest patriot. You streaming the fight? What do you think this is, my man? What do you think this is, my boy? This is the fight. This is the fight business. And this is fight night. And here he is. Wow, look at that. Beautiful stadium. Packed out. The atmosphere is absolutely electric. Tingles and shivers sent down the spines. Look at Fury ready to rumble. He looks confident, man. He looks relaxed. He's looking calm. He's looking excited. He's enjoying the atmosphere and he's soaking it in. But he's looking calm. He's looking calm under pressure. When I looked at Dillian Whyte, he looked a little bit more serious. You know what I mean? A little bit more zoned in. That could go one or two ways. You look at Anthony Joshua in his second fight against Andy Ruiz, and he looked zoned in. He looked locked in. He looked clued in. But, and obviously he danced around him. But then you look at other times, and sometimes fighters can get in their own heads a bit much. You know, take things... Well, not take things too seriously per se, but get a bit too overwhelmed by the emotion of the occasion. And this is a massive occasion, the likes of which you could argue both men haven't really faced. But Tyson Fury with his fights against Klitschko, and of course the massive trilogy of Wilder, is going to be a lot more clued in for this one. Dillian Whyte, on the other hand, it's going to be more new to him. It's going to be more new to him. That's for sure. That's for sure. That is for damn sure. Here we go. Alright, here we go, here we go. Show. What do you want me to show? Show you my nudes? Show you what? What can I show you, my man? Don't know what you're asking me to show you. Bit questionable. Bit questionable thing to ask me. I don't have the sound on, do I? Whoa, that would have been really bad. Here we go. There we go. It's anthem time. It's national anthem time. It's fight time. Can't do that, I'm afraid. Cannot do that, I'm afraid. Can't find it on TikTok. Not really the best place to be looking for fights. I tell you, I bought this one. I couldn't afford to miss this. And I know it was hard. I know it was hard for me to afford it, you know, on a student's wages. But I couldn't afford to miss it even more, so I had to go and cop this one. Is it on now? The fight's about to start. What you see there, right there, that's the round, and that's the time of the round. Please, come back. Oh, hello? Oh my days, damn, that scared me. That scared me for a second there. Oh, that scared me. Alright, whoa. My whole internet just shut down for a second there. Damn, that was scary. Damn, that was scary. Alright, woo. Jesus, sorry about that, fellas. Sorry about that. Damn. Some bad-minded person's out there cutting the wires outside. Cutting onions. Here we go. The first round's about to start any second now. Any second. As they pace up and down. Here we go. 12 rounds of boxing from the WBC Lineal Heavyweight Championship of the world. Here we go. Come on. Vamos, carajo. One's in the fight if you're feeling fury. One's in the fight. One's in the chat if you're feeling fury. Two's in the chat if you're feeling Dillian Whyte knickers, as he's called. AKA Dillian Whyte. Go on, lad. Here we go. Oh, Dillian looks zoned in. Looks locked in. He's got a lot of grease on his face. He's very oiled up, shall we say. Very oiled up. Only ones here. How's it going, Lyle? James Folan. Lot of ones. No love for my boy Dillian. What's going on here? As we hit 7 whole goddamn likes. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're liking from. But all I know is you 7 fine, saucy individuals are absolute living legendas. That's for damn sure. I'm feeling the one myself. I've got to be honest. I am feeling Tyson Fury. The fact that he can switch stances, he can go southpaw. I think he gives him too many weapons. I think he's slightly too versatile. His size, he's just so much more lighter on the feet. And he weighs more in the clinch. He'll tie him up. I think it's going to be hard for Dillian to win this. I really do. Just because of how durable and agile Tyson Fury is. And he just has so much of a bigger skill set. But like I'm saying, a lot of people think this is just going to be a one-sided affair. A bit of a Manchester United-Liverpool situation. I'm not feeling that myself, man. I don't know. I can feel something brewing from Dillian Whyte. Can you feel it brewing? The energy. The atmosphere. The tension in the gloves of Dillian Whyte. There he is. Fury's all focused and composed now. Look at that. Beautiful. They got the gold. Is that yellow or gold lights they got blasting around the stadium there? Found it on TikTok. God damn. Of all the places to find it, man. TikTok, you know. TikTok of all places. Wow. God damn. God damn TikTok. Here we go. Bang. And here we go. Let me get the scoreboard ready. Top 5 Fortnite. How's it going, my man? How's it going, brother? All right, we're ready to start this clock. Let me hear that bell. Bang. Round 1 has begun. I should have done a 3-minute countdown. I'll do that for the second round. Actually, I'll do it now. One second. Dillian Whyte starting off well. Really starting off well. As the first round started, it has. There you go. If anyone is new joining, you see that number there? That's the round. That's the time in the round. There you go. Tyson Fury finding his range now. Closing him in well. Good head movement by Dillian Whyte, though. He's staying sharp. Little shimmy there. Wild swings, though. Not really causing Fury much problems. Nice left cross, though. Dillian going southpaw. Tyson Fury orthodox so far. Ding, ding, mother sucking, ding. Here we go. It's a slow start to the fight. Both men feeling each other out here. Here comes Dillian Whyte trying to get a little something going. But every time he throws that left cross, Fury is well out of the way. He's light years away from it. He's so much quicker. That much is very evident early on. The question is what Dillian Whyte we're going to see. A bit of a body transformation he's made. He's made leaps and bounds with his physique over the past couple of years. And he's fitter than ever, stronger than ever, and he proclaims the best endurance he's ever had. But Tyson Fury's picking him off here. This is exactly what people kind of thought was going to happen. Picking him off well. Again, he's just swinging along with that right hook. We said he's got to get inside, but he's struggling to get inside. He's trying to just hit him with looping overhands right now. But Fury comfortable right now. Every time Dillian Whyte overcommits, he's snapping him with a left hook of his own. The left hook is the dangerous shot for Dillian Whyte, by the way. Just feeling each other out with the jizzy. Feeling each other out with the jab, not the jizzy. And that's the end of round one. That is the end of round one. Why has it gone into negative time? Why the hell has it gone into negative time there? There we go. Round one over. I've got to give that to Dillian Whyte, to Tyson Fury myself. Sorry. Link, I don't know. I haven't found the link. I paid for this, mate. I don't know about link. I mean, I could maybe link you to my BT account, but you're ahead of me. So if you want, Logan, pause the stream. Pause this stream. I've put the timer there. So if you want to see, I've literally put, so when the round starts, I'm going to press the clock. If you want to sync it up, pause the YouTube stream and then go. Who won the round? That has to be a Tyson Fury round to me. Not a resounding Tyson Fury round, but Tyson Fury landing the cleaner of the shots for sure. For sure landing the cleaner of the shots. And why is it skipped to 3? And now they've switched stances. Fury now southpaw. And Tyson and Dillian Whyte now going orthodox. And there we go. Now the time's back together. Switching of stances. Very interesting. Whyte starting southpaw. Fury starting orthodox. And now they've both changed. Now they've both changed over. Dillian Whyte maybe not finding a lot of joy with that looping right hook that he was throwing in the first round. This does look a little bit better from Whyte, though. Now, is this... Oh, look at that. Heavy right hook, man. Heavy overhand right. Heavy overhand right. He's trying to take his head off with that shot there. God damn, look. The thing is, he's not landing clean, and it is quite predictable whenever he does throw, Dillian Whyte. But if one of those lands, boy, Tyson Fury's going to feel it. But so far, Dillian Whyte's probably the more impressive of the two in this round two. Offering a little bit more, but again, getting picked off. There we go. Nice jab by Dillian. This is what I'm talking about. This is what he needs to do if he's going to get something out of this. He needs to get in close and he needs to hit him with the short punches and snap that left hook. He's currently throwing the right hook to the body a lot. Trying to suck the energy out of him. Nice couple of jabs from Dillian Whyte. Nice jab again, but it's returned by Fury. This is looking better. Bit more action now. Bit more urgency from them. And now Fury's growing into it. I'm in a Discord stream because I don't pay 25 quid for a boxing fight, so I'm behind you. No, Logan. You can pause this YouTube stream. Pause the YouTube stream and sync it up. What the hell's happened to this? Oh my god, what? What the hell is happening with this? Here we go. I don't know why the timer just completely went dropping down there. Guys, is there anywhere I can watch it? I don't know. There's probably a place. You've got people here saying they're watching it on TikTok, for all I know. It's the modern age. There's probably 1,000,001 places you can find it. I'm not going to lie to you, mate. I just don't know of any right now. Boshendo Ali, whatever that means. Round 2, better from Dillian Whyte. Better from Dillian Whyte there. But he's a bit slow. He's too predictable. It is a little bit too predictable. And he's getting caught by a nice left hook by Tyson Fury. Whenever he leans in, leans to the right to throw that overhand right, does Dillian. And whenever he leans to the right, Tyson Fury's just snapping him with a short left hook there. My manager is at the fight, so I have to take charge of the kids tomorrow. Really? Oh, mad. Has he made the trip down to London for the fight? What a G. What a guy. I don't blame him. Don't blame him. This is a massive fight. The only fight bigger, potentially, would be Fury Joshua. Here we go. Round 3. The judges have it 2 rounds to Fury. And I can't really disagree with them so far. But round 2, I think, a lot closer than the first round. First round, I think, was clear. But the switch to orthodox seems to be helping Whyte out a little bit. But now Fury's back to orthodox. Now both men going orthodox. Both men orthodox now. We're in sync now, don't worry. Good man. So I like to hear. Dillian Whyte, here we go. Looking better, man. As Credit Crunch King retracts his message. What are our thoughts early on, man? What are our thoughts early on? Is this what you'd expected? Is this what you expected going into it? It's relatively what I expected. I expected Whyte to close the distance a little bit more. And I expected maybe a little bit more dancing from Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury's standing him up. Tyson Fury trying to aggress him now. But Dillian Whyte still taking the center of the ring. Pushing him around. Or rather not managing to push him around. Whilst attempting to. I got a virus off of his goal. Oh, man. His goal's one hell of a place. More of a total sport. No, not that I've heard of that. But I have heard of a lot of viruses lurking around from that. I can definitely understand where that's come from. I hope I don't have it used on my Xbox. It should be fine. As long as you got some sort of VPN or something. Good head movement by Whyte, though. But here we go. Now Fury's going into it. It's a grin from the face of the Gypsy King. The Fury King. The ferocious furiosity drinking. Eyebrow slinking. Left hand winking. Champion. I think again, not a lot of damage caused, but it has got to be a Tyson Fury round for me. Got to be another Tyson Fury round for me. Maybe you got a different website off which you watch on, Jizzy. What website do I watch on? Depends. I'm BT Sport for this. For football, I usually, I've either got Sky, BT, or some other thing. I don't really use streaming websites. Joe Depp, my man. What's good, my brother? What's good, boy? Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, watch along. Hey, I'm very excited for that one as well. That's a big one. Jake Paul and Eddie Hearn co-promotion. Who would have ever thought that you'd see the day where Eddie Hearn and Jake Paul are co-promoting a boxing fight? What has the world come to? What is going on in the world? Lewis Knight, my man. What's good, brother? What's good, boy? Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about from White. Explosive. Oh! Good right from Fury, though. They've clinched up now. This is what White needs to do. White getting in close, and he's bullying Fury now. Now he bullies Fury, and Fury's giving it to him. Fury screaming in the face of Dillian Whyte. Getting right in there with him. Oh, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Curved glass, my man. All the legends are coming in here now. What's good, brother? Hang on a second. I might have to pause the clock here. The referee's remonstrating with both of them. They clinched at the ropes, and I'm not sure what Fury exactly did. I know White was basically pushing him off. Basically pushing him out of the ring there. John Crawford, my man. What's good? Who have you got winning this one so far? What's the 4 for? The 4 against Fury means it's round 4 in the fight. It means it's round 4 in the fight. The fight is round 4. And the time is obviously the time left in the round. Left hand thinking. Well, the left hook, as everyone's clearly stated before this, is Dillian Whyte's main weapon. And the weapon that everyone's expected him to utilize. But he's been using that looping right a lot more, to be honest. And now Fury's really going in for it. Fury was quite content to sit back and pick him off with the counter-punching. But he's really got under Fury's skin now. Well, I don't know if I could say if getting under his skin's the right word, but he's got Fury amped up. And now Fury's starting to take the White to fight. The White to fight, the fight to White. Oh, man. At least I have tactics for tomorrow. Well, currently, right now, it looks like Dillian Whyte might need some new tactics of his own. Because he's currently falling short of the Gypsy King. How's the fight going? It's going good, man. Oh! A swing and a miss again by Dillian Whyte. Again, every time he hits that left hook, he's missing. And now White's been cut up. And he's hitting him in the clinch. He's tied him up. This is what he's making it a dog fight. A dirty fight in there. He's getting him tied up in the clinch and he's smacking him from behind the ear with the right. It's dirty. It's filthy. And some people might call it cheating, but I love it. I love it. I love a bit of dirty fighting. Tyson end this guy's career tonight with a dirty KO. Not going to happen, mate. You're not going to end a man like Dillian Whyte's career with one fight. This guy is a warrior, and he is a real, probably the biggest underdog story in boxing. Definitely heavyweight boxing for sure. His story is, I mean, if you're talking about a modern Rocky story, it is him. He is a real underdog. He's fought his way up the hard way, which is why I'm waiting here with bated breath. Because although currently Fury is kind of walking around him right now, and it's looking this, the biggest jockstrap wins, and it currently looks like Fury's jockstrap is the bigger. But I don't see this getting into round 7 and 8 and Whyte just letting this fight slip away from him. I really don't. You bum. You dosser. Dillian Whyte knickers. Let's see. How does he cut it? It might... Oh, that might be it. That's it. So I think it's a clash of heads that's maybe cut Dillian Whyte open there. Just above the right eye. I love them both myself. I love them both myself. 1 second. Bro, please give me a shout out. Sabum. No, 1 second. Alright, let's see. Subum Nayak. Shout out to you, my man. Shout out to you, my brother. Take the fight to light with a bright spark from Fury against White. But why is he shite? I don't know who you're referring to being shite there, but I love the rhyming. Opponent, you didn't know it, JT moving swift. Like Taylor. Who's the other Brit French sounding name? Eve in injury. How's he doing? He was supposed to be a contender one day, I led to believe. Are you talking about Joe Joyce? Is that who you're talking about? I believe that's who you're referring to. I believe you're referring to Joe Joyce. Basically, he got an eye injury in his not Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois, sorry. Daniel Dubois got an eye injury in his fight with Joe Joyce. I believe you probably mean Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois got his eye cut open against Joe Joyce. That's all I can presume. I don't know why I said Joe Joyce. I meant, oh, here we go. Dillian Whyte laughing now. Yeah, Daniel Dubois got his eye cut open by burst eye socket in his fight against Joe Joyce, which is meant to be kind of a big fight in the rankings for the WBC. Since then, he's had a comeback fight and he's won that, so he's trying to build his way back up. But he's probably behind those two in the pecking order now. But in terms of WBC rankings, these are the two biggest. And now Tyson Fury stepping the style up. He's increasing the pace on his punches now. He's having a bit more fun in there, is Fury. Lighter on the feet. Nice jab. Good right hook. Whilst Dillian Whyte hasn't necessarily posed as many threats as Wilder had in the next fight, or rather in his fights, he hasn't looked as in danger either. But he's getting picked off with a lot of shots now. He's just walking onto them. But I'm not talking Charlie. The old Charlie Rosler. Alfie Lewis. What's going on, my boy? Who have you got winning this one? Sobham rocks, man. White is now a millionaire plus. He's getting 8 million for this fight. 8 million. 25 million, baby. 25 million. As round 5 comes to a close. I want Fury to win, but it doesn't seem as if he detests White enough to steamroll him. That's not a thing. He doesn't need to detest someone to steamroller him. Tyson Fury is not someone who tends to get emotionally involved in fights anyway. He doesn't detest anyone he fights. Even whatchamacallhim? Wilder didn't detest him. He doesn't detest any man. When he goes in there, he's cool and it's a job to do. As he likes to say, you can't swim in the water and not get wet. It's part of the fight. He goes there to steamroll everyone. And I don't think there's a single boxer, especially in the heavyweight division, that doesn't go out there to knock someone out. It's just that Dillian Whyte is posing a lot more of a threat to get out of there than Deontay Wilder did. He's a better boxer than Wilder. That's it. It's just Wilder's got a lot more athleticism. Here we go. Round 6 now. They keep messing up the time here. I mean, detest him as an opponent. That's what I mean, though. As an opponent, he doesn't need to detest him to get him out of there. In fact, that can sometimes go the wrong way if you actually detest someone. And Tyson Fury, he's not like any other fighters. He's weird. He has fun in there. He loves fighting. He's a fighting man through and through, as he likes to say. He's cool in there and he's composed. Can you read my poem? I read it out. I already read your poem, mate. I already read your poem. Not as a man, I'm glad they respect each other. Nah, yeah, of course they do. Well, Fury respects everyone. I don't think you can have a fight with someone and not respect them. The only time I have seen someone really not is, ironically, it was Deontay Wilder in the third fight. I think when you go into a ring like that and you're trying to take each other's heads off in front of the world, you share such a weird relationship with each other. You have such a weird conversation internally with each other that you can't help but respect the other person. The fight is slowing down in pace a little bit, though. Dillian Whyte pinning him back now. Do you guys have any rounds going for Whyte? I might have round 4 going to Whyte. Might have round 4. Maybe round 2. But I can't really give him more than 1 round. I can't give him any more than 1 round. And this round again is looking like a Fury round. Dillian Whyte starting to tire, which is not what you want to see. JT, V, Ty, and Zar together. Who's Zar and who's V and who's Ty? Maybe you mean AFTV Ty. I'll read your poem again if you want, though. Logan. Oh! What an uppercut by Fury! And Dillian Whyte gets taken down by an uppercut again. Again, it's the uppercut. And it's done. It's all over. Just like that. And Tyson Fury has knocked out Dillian Whyte. And once again, the uppercut does him over. He got knocked out with an uppercut against Anthony Joshua. He got knocked out with an uppercut against Alexander Povetkin. And he's knocked out with an uppercut tonight against Tyson Fury. It seems to be the one weakness in his arsenal. And Tyson Fury, he looked calm. He looked composed. He controlled the fight. He never looked in any danger. And it's a beautiful uppercut. And just like that, bang, the fight is done. Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, Dillian Whyte gets knocked out with a brutal uppercut by Tyson Fury. He gets up, he gets to his feet, and he's stumbling around, and now Big John Fury is just having an absolute, I don't know what to call it, in front of the camera right there. My prediction was right. You guys were all right with your round 6s, man. Congratulations to you guys. I said round 9. But round 6 give yourself a pat on the back. When I see you, I'll give you a handshake and a packet of quavers, boys. But that is it. Tyson Fury, round 6. Ironically, you could have given him potentially 6 rounds to 0 in that fight. Boom, boom, boom. And it's over indeed. Credit to both men. Dillian Whyte, like you say, put his heart on the sleeve. I think he should have potentially gone for the jugular a bit earlier there. I know it's obviously very hard to close the distance against Fury and do something. But let's have another look at this uppercut here. So let's see. Oh! He's tapping the jab, and then bang! Snaps the uppercut. And it's important to note, Whyte doesn't necessarily fall from the uppercut. He stood there in a daze, and then Fury just pushes him, and he falls like a sack of bricks, straight down. Bang! What a beautiful uppercut. Right to the side of the jaw there, completely snapped it. Made his brain absolutely shake around in the jello. Beautiful. I mean, a lot of people may have called a knockout, but they didn't expect it to come that quickly out of nowhere. That's not a glass chin. He does not have a glass chin. He doesn't have a glass chin. He got up and he was ready to fight. He was willing to carry on Dillian Whyte. But unfortunately for him, his cerebellum system had gone. And basically, when you get knocked out with a shot like that, whilst you may be ready and willing to fight in your brain, basically it cuts off the message from your central nervous system down to your spine. So your legs just literally, you can't, that's why you see them like stumbling on their legs like that and they got that jello thing going on, is because the message isn't being sent down their brain. As Joshua Ward has just subscribed to become a forward-thinking pioneer. Thank you for joining the family, my brother. But unfortunately for Dillian Whyte, that is all she wrote. And what a knockout. That's why I don't buy pay-per-views. Hey, man, it was worth it. It was worth every penny. Worth every penny, boy. And still undefeated, Tyson Fury. Now, the question, is he going to retire or is he going to fight Joshua/Usyk? I want to see the Usyk fight, of course, but I'm not too crazily fussed on that as much as I am to see Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. It's always going to be lingering in there. Such a good stream. Thank you very much, Pursley Vale, under 11. My boy, Pewsley Vale, sorry. Pewsy. Thank you very much, my man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming here. Good to have you. Got a lot of legends here. A lot of intelligent people here. You know, first of all, I want to say, he dedicates it to Jesus Christ. Amen to that. In the mighty name of Jesus Christ. I feel that. Oh, he's a master on the mic. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, man. Look at that. The thing is with the Wembley Stadium, it's a bit of a scam. You have to be cleared out by a certain time, and you can't start before a certain time. So the undercard of the event is usually not that great with these Wembley cards. That's why. So that's why a lot of people were criticizing the undercard, and there weren't a lot of fights on there. But that was a great fight anyway. Oof. He reckons Dillian Whyte will be a champion one day, but he met a great in the sport. Hey, fair play. Fair play to Dillian Whyte, like you said. It was just that one shot before then, like I was saying in the Wilder fight. He didn't really look in much danger at all, did Dillian Whyte. It's not like Wilder where he was walking like Bambi on ice for half the fight. Dillian Whyte seemed fine, but it was that one uppercut. Yes, he was tiring a little bit, but that one uppercut, just like the Povetkin fight, just happened out of nowhere, man. Happened out of nowhere. It happened against Joshua. It happened against Povetkin. This happened against Fury. Is that just a weak spot in his chin, that uppercut? It's something Fury definitely worked on for it. Is there any football on? Well, there's Leeds on Monday. And there's some big games tomorrow as well. Why is this whole team in there? That's boxing for you. That's boxing. Boxing's a bit mad like that. It's not like UFC where they kind of separate everyone. Boxing, the second the fight's done, everyone gets in the ring. Media, friends, family, teammates, opponents, enemies, anyone strolls in there. Any guy and their dog walks in there. Even the goddamn promoter strolls in there for a little chin wag. Lucas, my man. Shout out to you, my brother. Welcome to the family. Oh, no. This might be it. Thanks, lads. Bye. Goodbye, Bob. Golden Bolliquinos, whatever you want to call yourself. My man. It was Tyson Fury with the golden bollocks today. But thank you for coming along, man. It's been a pleasure. That might be it. The way he's talking there. I think that actually might be it for Tyson Fury. This might be the end. This might be the end. What the hell's going on with Frank Warren, mate? He doesn't know how to answer a simple question. What's that? He just asked Frank Warren, this might be Tyson Fury's last fight. What do you think about it? And he just turns away. He says, he's over there. What's going on here, man? I think that's it, though. What a way to end it for Tyson Fury. If that is the last time we get to see the Gypsy King in the ring, congratulations. It's been an absolute pleasure watching him over the years. But I think that might be done. That might be done. He might be over. Sad to see. It's sad because oh man, if we don't get Joshua Fury, I don't even care if Joshua loses to Usyk. If we don't get Joshua Fury, we have been robbed. The sport has been robbed. It's a disgrace of the sport if we don't get that fight. It really is. Bye, lads. Pewsley Vale, thank you very much for coming along, my boy. Thank you very much, brother. Oh, here we go. Tyson Fury. Is he going to bust out into a bit of sing-song? Are you doing the Burnley Everton game tomorrow? I'd like to, Joe, but basically, I've got a who won, Jason? Knockout, round 6, uppercut, Tyson Fury. Dominant performance by him. Same with you, Anis Rahal. Tyson Fury with the uppercut and a pretty dominant performance. And now, a dominant performance on the mic as well. What's he singing? Is that American Pie again? But like I was saying, Joe, I have to go to A&E now. Because I had the jab a week ago and it's just got worse and worse. I think I'm having an allergic reaction to it. But in fact, I am having an allergic reaction to it. Half of my body's swollen up. So I need to go to A&E now. And then, you know, as long as it's not too bad, then I should be able to stream it tomorrow. But I don't know what's going to happen. Who won? Tyson Fury. Miss American Pie. Put the Chevy to the levee, and I don't know the rest of it. Singing whiskey and wine, saying this is the day that I die. This will be the day that I die. It is indeed. It is indeed. And Tyson Fury singing along. It'd be rude not to sing along with the great man. Potentially the last time we'll see it. Yeah, the Pfizer jab. The Pfizer jab, mate. The Pfizer jab. There is only one. Tyson Fury, Shane Shanks. And he absolutely shanked him with the right uppercut there. Get well soon, JT. Thank you very much, man. I had to miss sparring for the past week because of it. It's really annoying, but hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, I thought it'd be gone, but it just seems to be getting worse. But nothing major, boys. Thank you. Dillian Whyte's the one that needs to be looked after now after that brutal uppercut that he just faced there. Oh, mate, who else wants to see Tyson versus Anthony Joshua? I was just saying it a second ago, Anis. I don't think we will. I don't think we will, because Tyson Fury's just basically said that's his last fight. And what he said, was it a knockout? It was. It was arguably either 5 rounds to 1 or 6 rounds to 0 for Tyson Fury. If you're being nice, you probably say 5 rounds to 1 for Fury. But generally probably 6 to 0. And then it was a knockout after that with a right uppercut. But, like I said, the thing he was saying is that basically, he promised his wife after the Wilder trilogy that he wouldn't fight anymore. I mean, he's got like 7 kids now. His last kid, I mean, was touch and go. Luckily, managed to survive. She died in labor for a second there with the premature birth. Touch wood, she managed to come through it. But like I say, he's got a lot of stuff going on in his life, and he promised his wife that he'd retire. So it does seem like that's going to happen now. Is he retiring or something? That's what it seems like. That's what it seems like. He said he's going to retire, so you can only presume he's going to be a man of his word and retire. So yeah, I think he might retire. Yeah, wow, what a fight. I'm not kind. Oh, see, look, I'm sad for 2 reasons about that. One, because I want to see more Tyson Fury. He's arguably the greatest of our generation. I want to see Tyson Fury. Arguably one of the greatest of all generations. Yeah? We've certainly never seen anyone like him, that's for sure. But 2, I want to see Fury Joshua. Fury Joshua would be the perfect way to go out. Our dreams are still continue with Fury Joshua, mate. I don't know about you guys. Even if Joshua lost to Usyk, I want to see Fury Joshua. I just think as a nation, as a sport, it's a travesty. Is it over Rocket? Yes, it is. And it's Tyson Fury run with a knockout. I gotta say, I did expect Dillian Whyte to close the distance a bit more and go hell for leather a little bit more earlier on. But he was just really struggling to. Oh, no, you can't begrudge him. Of course you can't. Like, you can never begrudge any man for that. And going out on top is the best way to go. Very few fighters do it. You look at even Muhammad Ali, the way he ended his career, and if he didn't potentially go for as long as he did, then he wouldn't have maybe suffered Parkinson's in the way that he did and had such a sad death. You never know, man. When you're getting punched in the head for a living, very few people manage to get out of there without serious brain damage, and even fewer manage to leave at the top. So, of course, you can't begrudge him, but it'd just be sad. He's not retiring for his... Well, he promised his wife. Yeah. He promised his wife. That's what he said in the ring there. But it would also be for himself. I mean, he said there's always going to be someone for him to beat. If he beats Joshua, then he has to fight Usyk to, like, thingy. And I can understand that. There always will be someone that people want him to beat. But it's just that Joshua fight. I don't even care so much about the Usyk fight. I just want to see Fury Joshua. Even if Usyk beat Joshua, I'd still rather see Fury Joshua than Fury Usyk. I just would. Imagine the Sky Sports News. What do you mean about that? About what? Tyson Fury retiring? I mean, look, you never know. You never know. We've heard fighters in the past say they're retiring and or actually retire and then come back very soon after. So you don't know. But Tyson, David Hayes, he's got to swallow his pride now again. Again, he's bet against Fury, and again, for the 3rd time in a row, he's been proved wrong. About his potential retirement, yeah, absolutely. Well, he's one of the biggest draws in the sport. With him gone, it'd be massive. I think there's only 3 heavyweights to retire as champ. Well, I mean, technically, whatchamacallit? Foreman Grill. George Foreman, he retired as champ. He came back at 46 and won it. He didn't retire the first time as champ, but he retired originally. And then came back at the age of 46 and won the championship again. Muhammad Ali did not retire as champ. To my Ali retire as champ? I don't recall Ali retiring as champ. Yeah, that's what he said. He said he promised his wife that he'd retire after the trilogy. But he said basically he owed it to the British fans and to himself to have one last fight in front of the British public. That's what he said. That's what he said. Not to my knowledge, no. Because he had... The way Ali's career ended was not good. Ali had a lot of very bad losses in there. Very detrimentally bad losses, which is why someone like Tyson Fury wants to get out there. I wasn't... None of us were alive for Ali, mate, I don't think. Maybe, Joe, maybe you just were. Actually, you would have been, yeah. You might have just been. You would have definitely been alive for this man, Lennox Lewis, who's speaking right now. What a guy. What a fighter. Light work for Fury. Controlled the fight with his jab. Didn't allow Whyte to close the gap. Fury didn't get out. I got to agree with you to a certain extent there. Fury, I mean, Dillian Whyte, we all said he had to get in close. He had to make it a dog fight, but he couldn't close the distance. Whether that was, some people said he was a little bit placid and he didn't really go for it because he was scared of getting caught by Fury. Or if Fury was just that hard to get to because his movement and his footwork is so good and he was so evasive that he was hard to close down. Maybe that's it. But what we do know for sure is that Tyson Fury did control the fight very well, and it was a dominant performance by Tyson Fury. Dillian Whyte didn't really have a lot of joy at all in there. And it was a matter of time before that knockout came, really. I can imagine Jake Paul calling him out. Mate, Jake Paul's calling everyone out. He's about to fight Mike Bisping, who's got one eye and no knees. Were you alive for the whole career of Mayweather? I was alive for the whole career of Mayweather. I couldn't really comprehend thoughts for a lot of it because he started early 2000s. But for most of the end of it, yeah, I was. Mike Tyson's, no, I wasn't. Mike Tyson's was 80s, 90s, and really early 2000s, so no. I missed pretty much all of Mike Tyson. Alright, mate, hope all goes well at the doctor's. Great stream, see you, bud. See you, Jack, mate. Good to have you here. No, not Jack, mate, but Jack, my mate. Good to have you here, my boy. Thank you very much for coming along. It's been a pleasure speaking to you as always, again. It's a mixture of both. If Whyte misses that left hook, Fury will punish him. I agree, so he was cautious, but it will cost him. But it cost him. Whyte took no risks. I mean, that's a fair argument. That's a fair argument. I don't know if you... Well, not really. I think he took risks, but he didn't take enough risks, I think. He didn't take enough risks. But, mate, I love Jack, mate, myself as well. He doesn't. Very funny guy. Especially his older content. Calling who out? Tyson? Yeah, probably. Who else is he going to call out? What? Mike Tyson? Nah, look, obviously Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson Fury would never happen because you would get killed with one punch. But nonetheless, I mean, fair play to Tyson Fury. I mean, to Jack. To Jake Paul. He does put his balls on the line. And hey, Tommy Fury won tonight, so Tommy Fury, Jake Paul could still be on the cards. Who doesn't know? He'll call out TNT Fury. No, TNT Fury will need to call him out because Fury pulled out of that fight in the first place. So it's on him to now re-earn the fight with the guy who's supposedly not a boxer. But he did win tonight, and he's potentially pushed himself closer to that fight now, hasn't he? Do you think Jake Paul Fury will happen? I think it will eventually. It just makes more sense because I don't see Jake Paul really fighting a small name in boxing of the same caliber of Tommy Fury. If he can fight Tommy Fury or a random boxer with the same skill set of Tommy Fury, he's going to fight Tommy Fury because Tommy Fury doesn't have the highest skill set for a beginning pro. He has the fact that he's a boxer and he has a name behind him. In terms of fighting someone that doesn't have his name and is of a similar stature, wouldn't make any sense. In terms of taking a bigger risk and fighting a boxer who's more accredited, I don't think he'll take that risk this soon, which is why he's going for MMA fighters, because they make more sense, because they've got the name and they're not as dangerous necessarily boxing-wise, because that's not what they're skilled in. But it's so hard to get these MMA fighters out of their contracts that in terms of boxing, I think he will go for Tommy Fury next. I think it just makes sense. I think it just does make sense. But he's had to earn his way back up. KSI versus Jake Otto. Well, there you go. That's the other one. Is KSI. KSI is the other one. And it depends how KSI gets on with, whatchamacallhim. What's his name? Alex Wasabi. Alex Wasabi. See, it depends how he gets on with him. But KSI is going to need a hell of a lot of training to fight Jake Paul, because Jake Paul's fighting actual fighters. And as is currently a level above KSI. So he's going to need to put a lot of groundwork in to get back up to that level. But but one thing's for sure. Whilst Tommy Fury might get a shot, the main man is Tyson Fury. That is the main boxer in the Fury family. Kari's rhyming poems. How are you, my man? Can I get a poem from you? They both have fights unconfirmed in August. Do you think Jake will call someone out after the Amanda Serrano-Katie Taylor fight? Well, that might be it. He's probably using all of his effort to promote that fight now rather than any. Who should Deji fight next? Nobody. He should be done. 3 and done. Maybe the sport isn't for him. Maybe the sport just isn't for him. Nah, look, fair play. I don't want to completely count him out and say he's done and he should never fight again. But Deji, look, let's be real here. Deji is, I don't know. When it's 3 fights like that and you're losing to Alex Wasabi and you've had much more experience than him, the least we expect is for you to turn up in shape. You know, for people to come and support you and root for you and commit to you like that, you know, for the first 2 fights to not even put the effort in is disrespectful. And then the 3rd fight is, look, he didn't go for it. He didn't put his balls on the line. Arguably, what a lot of people have been saying, Dillian Whyte didn't do enough of. Didn't really go for the jugular enough. And he just tried to defend it. So I don't know. I don't know if there's anyone that Deji really should fight next. Maybe Bryce Hall. Maybe that makes sense. And if he loses to Bryce Hall, that's it. GG. I don't want to hear any more. If he loses to Bryce Hall, that's done. Because Bryce Hall is garbage. I spanked £6 on Alex Wasabi fight, and I was very ill. Oh man, I feel for you. I thought he was gonna do it against Alex because it was his 3rd fight, man, and Alex Wasabi hadn't exactly showed boxing prowess before then. But that was a shambles of an event, that's for sure. This event, not a shambles of an event. And a world-class event at that. As for Paddy versus Logan in the UFC, no, that's so stupid. The weight difference is so much bigger. He's so, like, yeah, I know Paddy Pimblett bulks up massively and puts a lot of fat on. And Logan said he can get down to 175. How's Logan going to get down to 175, man? He'll have to be so shredded, unbelievably shredded to get down to that. And I know he's a wrestler. I know he held his own grappling with Paulo Costa. But no, they're too much out of each other's weight bracket. And I guess that's the only thing, because obviously if they're in the same weight bracket, Paddy Pimblett's a lot more of an experienced fighter. He'd fuck him up. But do you think Gibb versus Austin McBroom will happen? I think it should happen. And I'm definitely rooting for my boy Gibb. I want to see my boy Gibb in as many big fights as possible. I don't want to see Gibb versus Kenny, because I don't think Kenny's necessarily earned it as much as Gibb has. I think Gibb should be having bigger fights than that right now. And I think he should be going for the likes of Austin McBroom. potentially. That's what I think. But yeah, I think it will eventually happen because there's no one else for Austin to fight. But Austin wants too much. Actually, there is KSI actually. That would have been a warm-up fight. And actually, thinking about it again, part of me doesn't think it will happen because Austin McBroom wants too much money. I mean, did you hear what KSI's manager came out? It was quite funny. He said, he's got the skills. He's got the skills of an infant boxer, but but he charges prices as if he's the guy that taught Floyd Mayweather how to fight. It's ridiculous the amount of money that guy asked for. KSI versus Gibb, it would never happen. It would never happen. They're brothers, man. Brothers don't fight each other. Except from Jorge Masvidal versus Colby Chaos Covington, of course. But no, KSI versus Gibb would never happen, man. Never. KSI versus Jake Paul, on the other hand, now that could happen. Jake Paul versus McBroom. Nah, Jake Paul would kill McBroom. Yeah, look, people are saying he would walk over KSI. KSI's had a lot more boxing than Austin McBroom. No way. Brothers spar, not fight. Exactly, man. Exactly. Brothers do not fight each other. I kill my brothers. I do not fight my brother, man. Come on, I smash everybody, but not my brother Darren. I never kill Darren. No. I never smash Darren. Who's KSI and who's Gibb? Who are these people? They're YouTubers. Is who they are. KSI, YouTuber, rapper, boxer, everything. Basically a pioneer of the whole online space, really. A legend is who he is. Carrie Ryman poem. Why'd you retract your message? I wanted a nice poem, fella. Not a fight follower. They're YouTubers. They're not even really fighters. There's a lot of YouTube boxing going around, basically. But yeah, they do loads of stuff, basically. Jake Paul versus Joe Wayman. Joe, again, massively out of his weight bracket. Well, I don't know how much Joe weighs, actually, but he's around my height. I don't know how much Joe weighs, man. Hey. Ooh. No, I don't know. I don't know. He's around my height, but I don't know how much he weighs. That's a good point, actually, but no. No. As someone who is fond of Joe and likes him, I would not want that to happen because he would get actually probably killed. Because look, Jake Paul, he's not a stone cold killer like a lot of other people, but he knows how to fight. I mean, he's knocked out world champion fighters. If he fought Joe Wayman, wouldn't go well. JT versus Lewis. Now that I would like to see. That I would pay good money for. I don't know how much he weighs, actually. I think he's skinnier than me. I think that's for sure. I mean, I'm a skinny guy myself, but I think he is a bit lighter than me in that sense, but he has got the height on me for sure. So he might weigh a little bit more than me. Maybe I'd have to bulk up a little bit. I don't know how much Lewis weighs. But I'd like to. That would be a good fight. I'd be down for that one for sure. I'd be down like Chinatown. Stone Cold Joe Wayman would win though. Exactly, man. Cracks the beers out. Cracks him with a right hook. Oh man, gets that bit of vicious drive out of him. Who would you call out as your opponent if you're a professional boxer? I don't know. I'd call out Conor McGregor. That's who I'd want. If I could have one fight with anyone ever in any sport or anything, I'd fight Conor McGregor because that would just be the most amazing thing ever. McGregor is the only fight. I mean, not the only fight. No one's ever made me feel the way that McGregor feels him out. I'll call him out the next midweek fix. Hey, man, celebrity boxing could be why not do a charity event, eh? I'll tell you why, because I'm a nobody, that's why. But but that would be hey, that would be good fun, man. That'd be good fun. Who's winning? Who's winning what, AJ? Who's winning JT versus Lewis? JT's winning any day of the week, yeah? I'll knock him out for putting that slanderous jizz shit on my name. Yeah, for putting jizz on me. Wait, no. For putting the slander of the name on me. Yeah. Rice Gum versus Road to Shore, but again, massively out of his weight bracket. And there's weight brackets for a reason. I think the wind would beat Rice Gum, to be honest. If I'm honest. Yeah, I think a gust of wind would beat him in a boxing match. Would Lewis say yes? Probably not. Probably not. I don't know. He doesn't really have anything to gain from it, so I don't know. JT would win a talking fight. Would win a talking fight. Oh man, I got called a gobshite. I went to the pub actually the other day, and I met someone from my course, and they were like, "I swear, you do journalism, don't you?" I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, I think I remember you from first year. You're the gobshite, aren't you?" And I was like, "Oh, well, that's a way to introduce yourself to me. Oh, hi, how are you? How are you doing as well? Thank you very much." So yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. McGregor versus Mike Tyson. Conor McGregor would win. Yeah, absolutely. With a good head kick. Just randomly called him a pussy, yeah? I'll be like, next midweek fix. Oh, you pussy, oh, yeah? Who do you think you are, fam? You little Halifax wanker, yeah? That's right. Man goes and gets peas out of your ends, yeah? I get money from your ends. That's what we're talking about, yeah? In fact, you know what? Forget that. More of a Nat West man anyway. Forget your ends. I'll come spark you up. Oh, man. But anyway, I do have to get off to the hospital, guys. It has been a pleasure speaking to you. I'd love to chat for longer. Like I said, depending on what happens with my thing, then I should hopefully be able to do the game tomorrow. I got your wife in me DMs, yeah, baby. I got your wife in me DMs. I got some proper number 12 over there. We have a little drink to it later, yeah. Toast to the old Boston animal, Dana White, yeah. Got your wife in me DMs, yeah. You little melty fool, yeah? Bloody glass jaw rat. So, my American... Oh, man, I can't wait for McGregor to return. McGregor versus Usman. McGregor to knock out Kamaru Usman. Or Kamaru fake newsman. But anyway, guys, like I said, night all. I've got to get my ass over to the doctors right now for my appointment. Hopefully it goes well. I'll let you all know. I met Conor's mate at Ellen Road. Really? What? Conor McGregor's mate? What'd you call him? Artem Lobov. Anyway, like I said, gotta run. You'll do fucking nothing. Indeed, yeah? So shut your mouth, kid. Yeah? You'll do fucking nothing. You ain't no cardio machine. You ain't no cardio freak. Yeah? One clinch and you're gasping for air like the rest of them. You bloody glassjaw rat. I've had enough of all of you. Yeah? So on that, I say fuck off. I'll see you very, very soon. Don't really F off. I love you all.